Hello, wonderful audience. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. Welcome to another exciting video, where we'll be shedding light on Bogdan Kistyakovski. Bogdan Fedir Oleksandrovych Kistiakivskyi, 16 November 1869 – 16 April 1920 was a Ukrainian philosopher, jurist, and sociologist. He reached prominence with his Gesellschaft and Einzelwesen Society and Individuals published in Berlin in 1899. Philosophically, he defended transcendental idealism. In 1902 he contributed to Problems of Idealism, Problemy Idealizma, edited by Pavel Novgorodtsev. In 1909 he contributed the essay in defense of law to the anthology Vekhi landmarks. Get ready for an exciting exploration as we unravel the mysteries of early life. Bogdan Kistyakovski was born in Kiev, Governorate of the Russian Empire on 16 November 1869. His father, Oleksandrovych Kistiakivskyi, was a professor of criminal law at the University of Kiev and the president of the Legal Society of Kiev. Kistiakivskyi later remarked that he felt he had always struggled for his Ukrainian national identity and that he had been Russianized. Let's now zoom in on education and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. Between 1888 and 1892, Kistiakivskyi was expelled from the history and philology departments of the University of Kiev and the University of Kharkiv, as well as the law school of the University of Dorpat due to his participation in underground Ukrainian nationalist groups. He was arrested in connection to nationalist groups in 1892, and when he was released in 1895, Kistiakivskyi decided to continue his studies abroad. He attended the University of Berlin, the Sorbonne, and the University of Strasbourg. In 1898, he defended a philosophy doctoral dissertation entitled On Society and the Individual, which was published in Berlin the following year and received acclaim from German thinkers. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting family. Kistiakivskyi married Maria Kistiakivskyi, Ukrainian, EI, who taught at workers' schools in St. Petersburg with Nadezhda Krupskaya. They had two sons, the American chemist George Kistyakovski and the Ukrainian ornithologist Oleksandr Kistiakivskyi. Brace yourself for a deep dive into philosophy and law career as we explore its impact and relevance in our evolving narrative. Upon return to Russia, Kistiakivskyi became a lecturer in state and administrative law at the Moscow Commercial Institute and later worked at the University of Moscow and in Yaroslavl. His writings were influenced by leading German thinkers, notably neo-Kantian philosophers and Georg Jellinek. He was a friend of Max Weber, whose views on the need for reform in Russian politics he shared. In 1902, he contributed an article to the Problems of Idealism, Problemy Idealizma Russian, on the revival of natural law doctrine. The ideas expressed in the collection were critical of the core beliefs of the radical intelligentsia, but they were expressed in a sufficiently academic way so as not to cause controversy. It included essays criticizing the historical theories of Marx and Engels and critiques of Comte and Mikhailovsky. In 1905, Kistiakivskyi published an article in the first issue of the literary social journal Vopryzhny, which was edited by Nikolai Losky. The article called for the recognition of the significance of the individual and their rights and argued that civil rights are absolute and inalienable. In 1909, Kistiakivskyi contributed an article entitled In Defense of Law, the Intelligentsia and Legal Consciousness to Vekhi. The article argued that the intelligentsia have no interest in the law and no legal consciousness. He criticizes the intelligentsia for ignoring the idea of intuitive law and viewing legal systems as only something external. He also directly connected the lack of legal consciousness to the intelligentsia's rejection of a constitutional system, which he argues is the only system of government that can guarantee freedom and individual rights. Through his writings, Kistiakivskyi became a leading advocate of constitutionalism in Russia. His principal work, Social Science and Law 1916, attempted to establish a theory of law in the context of the social sciences, through a critical analysis of the principal schools of legal theory of his time. In 1917, He became a professor at the University of Kiev and also was involved in organizing the Ukrainian Federal Democratic Party. In 1919, he was elected a full member of the National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine. Kistiakivsky fell ill traveling in 1919 and died in Yekaterinburg in 1920. I love hearing from you, so leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments.